Nerdy Committee. I'm Beastie Boy.
I'm Table.
I'm Red.
And it is I, Shino Brando.
And we'll be discussing recent news from across the multiverse, live from video games, anime, comics, and more. And stick around after the news to hear us discuss a newly released comic of the week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my nerd news starts this week, and it's going to take us to Nintendo's E3 announcements. First things first, we got ourselves a new character. Kazuya from the Tekken series will be joining the Super Smash Bros. Roster as our next Fighters Pass character. Our second last one, to be exact.
Fucking world.
Now, Shino being the master of the punchy and the kicky man, if you'd like to know how much of a master, you can find us on Mondays when we stream Smash Brothers.
Uh-huh.
And we'll definitely be playing this character when he comes out. But this character was shown very firstly by throwing Ganondorf off a cliff.
Now for those, okay, so I'll let you guys know right now that as soon as it started playing, I was already screaming out Kazuya because that FMB is ingrained in my memory because it's been there since Tekken 1. Heihachi and Kazuya have been throwing each other off a cliff since the first game. So as soon as I saw it crawling, I'm like, oh, Tekken rep, cool. It's Kazuya or Heihachi, and then it showed Kazuya, and I was like, this is better.
Now I would have taken Heihachi. I would have taken Heihachi just as well.
I would like Heihachi also, but one, they retired the character because two, the voice actor passed away, so they kind of just retired him. So I respect that.
His trophy though.
Yeah, I would like it as his trophy. Heihachi's badass, man.
Yeah, and he shows up on the stage anyway, so you know what? 2 for the price of 1. It's all good.
There you go.
So we will be getting more about Kazuya on June 28th when Sakurai will sit down and give us the next episodes of his Let's Play.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I gotta see what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
In other Nintendo news, we got a new Metroid game.
Ew.
It has been a hot fucking minute on that franchise.
Right, so the last Metroid game that came out was on the 3DS, and it was a 2D remaster of Samus 2, of Metroid 2 on the Game Boy, or on the SNES, sorry. It was well liked, but it was bog standard. However, this looks like it's going to crank up the horror to 11.
Yeah, it looks aggressive, man.
I'm in for some aggressive.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Spooky.
There's 2 more games I want to briefly touch on. One is the new Mario Party, which
Destroying friendships
since Nintendo 64 days, which just so happens to be where they're pulling most of these boards from for this new game.
Oh no.
Peach's Castle getting a full-on remaster.
Way to raise my blood pressure. Let's go, Nintendo.
And I'm so in. I might even convince the other 3 hosts to get it as well, but we'll see.
Oh god, you think I'm gonna pass that up for any kind of Monday Night Mixer? That's gonna have to happen.
We're gonna have to. Lastly, the other game that caught absolutely the last game that really caught my attention, I want to pull notice to, is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle 2. Essentially.
Oh fuck. Please no.
Okay, so I never played XCOM when I was a kid, or like had the graphics card and all the computer components to actually run that game until very recently. But
it would just melt your PC.
Exactly. This Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle is that game, but for babies.
Oh, baby.
It's baby's first XCOM, which is totally fine. I like both those franchises, and Mario with a gun continues to be cool.
Put that down, Mario. Who gave you that?
My guy said Mario with a gun. Let's go.
Right? It is Mario with a gun. But joining the roster this time in that game is Rabid Rosalina.
Ma'am, you good?
So Mario's space wife now actually gets to join the Blasty adventure in
man.
defeating more of the rabbits and trying to go home.
Mario with a gun. When they think Saving the Mushroom Kingdom is a motherfucking game.
When Mario needs
man.
to show up, when Mario needs to be strapped to solve the problem.
Luigi, we got to pop a Glock in these people's butts. It's got to go.
Hey,
Yahoo!
Luigi. Huh?
Like-
Yes, Mario.
Yes.
Get the strap.
It's time to go. We got to save the kingdom and the universe.
Yeah, this Nintendo Direct very much focused on a whole bunch of games from the Game Boy era, and I am really excited for all of them to come back, including WarioWare. Like, let's go, WarioWare!
That was like a left field, like
Yeah.
out of any game announcements.
It was cool.
Because
As fuck.
Because like there was a lot. There was like, okay, Super Monkey Ball was like,
Yeah.
that's a wild one. But
I
like,
should have. Mm-hmm.
but I was gonna say like WarioWare is
Mhm.
like, it was like, oh,
No.
that's back. Wow.
Super Monkey Ball, listen.
No. The world needed WarioWare. What do you? Are you kidding me? The world needed WarioWare when that first came out. That game was a way ahead of itself for a console that it came out on. So like porting it to Switch is, I mean, it fits, man. It's a wonderful game. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fucking cool. Like, I'm very excited to
Yeah,
have
man.
that back. And go, really? WarioWare? Like, for sure, man, but like, really? Alright, cool. I'm glad. And then
Yeah.
Super Monkey Ball is getting the 3D All-Stars version.
Mm,
And I'm like,
okay.
cool.
Mhm.
Cool. Bring all those
I don't know
games
where you
back.
guys. I don't know where you guys are on Super Monkey Ball, but Jesus Christ, I spent way too much time playing that game as a child.
I probably rented that game because it was just before renting games wasn't a thing in this part of Canada. I think
I busted a
rented-
PS1 controller over it.
Wow.
Understandable. That shit sucks
think I-
sometimes.
I think I rented that game 4 or 5 times consecutively, just back to back.
I may have gotten it once, but I never got it again. So I don't know. I don't have any childhood memories properly of it. So that's like somewhere locked in my brain. But I don't know.
Rest assured, it's a bitch.
I couldn't tell you.
I've literally gone on full on puzzles and be like, motherfucking man, let this be the day I can complete this, and then like try to rotate this ball down this puzzle, and then get to this really thin platform and be like,
Yeah.
no, you know what? I can do this if I just concentrate and I take my time. I can do this. And I'll tell you right now, the PlayStation analog was like, fuck you. And yeah, I can never complete this shit, man. I was like, no, never mind. Fuck
man.
it. Fuck it all. And then bust the controller. I'm like, no, I'm out.
This game, I hate it. I don't like it.
In fact, my buddy Chris here, this is your fucking game. You can take it back. He's like, I don't want it.
Put it back in its jewel case and serve it back to him. Like,
Oh jeez.
but yes, Nintendo came to E3, not only decided that the rest of E3 was garbage, but that they're going to take top spot.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And then Xbox decided that they wanted solid second place.
Hey, they did a good job on showing what they were showing. So
Hey, speaking of doing a good job showing what we're showing,
Mhm.
it is time for my showcase of some LGBTQ content.
nice.
Go
Oh.
ahead.
The series I bring to you is brought to you actually by one of my friends who is non-binary. They recently shared their struggle with finding trans masculine media and discovered Shine True, which is on Amazon Prime on the Out TV subscription. What this boils down to is
What is this
Queer
about?
Eye,
Mhm.
but dedicated to helping trans and non-binary people finding arts and culture and, you know, clothes that actually fit and work for them.
Okay.
It's actually really nice.
Understood.
Right? So this is hosted by Richie Shazam and Lucas Silveria.
Mhm.
And this is one of those, like, spins on a concept that I just couldn't have known existed without somebody in the LGBTQ community looking for it. Table, what's that phrase?
There are a lot of gay phrases, my friend.
The
Right,
one I'm
yeah.
most asking about is if you want to find gay content, ask gay people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Sounds
no.
alright.
There's a lot of content that's made by queer people for queer people, so you kind of got to get into the community to find it, but once you're there, you're good to go.
Right. And so, to show you a little bit more about this series, I figured I'd just play the trailer. Join me, won't you?
Okay. Sure.
I describe my gender as non-binary.
I know I'm different. I just don't know how to show it.
For a lot of queer people, fashion is a way to express our inner strength.
We're here to help you blossom into the person you see yourself as.
I feel so cute.
This is gonna be a learning process for everybody.
There is no template of what we should look like.
It's a hard existence, but it is also a beautiful existence.
This show is looking to bring to light a struggle that a lot of people in that community have. And I'm very happy to show it here on this show, so that way it can get more of an audience. In fact, it's a Canada show. It's Canadian content.
Shit. That's pretty good.
So not only is it queer, but it's Canadian queer.
CanCon queer?
10-4.
For the record, if you do want other queer media, Out TV Go is actually a fantastic source for it. A lot of queer shows are on there. Its algorithm is fucky for sure, but it's there.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I'm
dig
so
it.
glad, and I think I just convinced Table to go watch it.
you might have. Shut up.
But that
Shout out
brings
to
me...
already having the gay subscriptions.
I didn't know there was one. Can I sign up now?
I'll send you the details.
Yeah, send me your login, please. But that brings me to the end of my news this week. Shino, where would you like to begin?
Yes. You know what? I always ask you to surprise me, man. Just surprise me.
All right, 10-4. Let's start with some bad, shall we?
Ooh.
Sure. All right. Show me what you got. Oh yeah. All right. So you guys remember Gina Carano, right? You remember that whole thing that went down and
Yeah.
and the firing, all that, right? Okay. So recently she shared this image of a figure shadowed in a silhouette with 3 suns
Oh,
on
fuck.
her Twitter.
Uh-huh.
And a whole bunch of fans ran to her Twitter and asking her questions, asking questions like, "Are you coming back to Star Wars? And is this the return of Cara Dune?" And someone was bold enough to be like, "Looks like Disney wised up and finally brought you back." I was just like, "Whoa, whoa,
Transphobe?
wow, you really jumped the gun there." So the image in question. It turns out that she may have her own. Well, she did mention she's in, I think, an interview with Ben Shapiro, but she did mention that she has a sci-fi project that she is working on currently. In her words, she did say that it would blow up the Death Star.
Oh, that's already been done twice.
Yeah, like she's heard of the Skywalkers, right? Like the whole family, like she knows what they do, right? But all right, fuck it.
Right. So
Wait.
yes.
Wait, before you go much farther. She was talking to who?
Ben fucking Shapiro.
Shapiro, the fucking dickwad of the universe.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, now I'm going to steal this joke from somebody, so pardon me. Hypothetically, if we were to create a shirt that says Ben Shapiro pisses his pants because he likes the warm feeling between his legs, to take that down, somebody of Ben Shapiro's would have to say, well, either he does or he doesn't.
Jeez.
And I
well,
think
he
made a
must
shirt
like
that.
having. Well, I think he likes having piss in his lap because he was so behind this project that he was giving her praise for it. So
Christ.
So Gina Carano's got her own space project, guys. She's not come back to Star Wars. For what I know and from what Disney said, and this is the complicated part now. So Disney said straight up that they have no intentions of bringing her back. And
Good.
that's yeah, right. Cara Dune's no longer with us.
Cara
and her
Dune is Cara
watch-
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The show that they had, design behind the character is now gone, and that's all done. But Disney has also submitted her for Academy Award nominations for her
I'm
role?
sorry?
Well, that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Right. And recently, folks such as Pedro Pascal have come out and try to back her up too. Okay. So, and I want to throw a little something in the third part of the equation, but you guys remember what happened to James Gunn?
Yeah. That situation.
Right. And remember how he got hired back?
Yeah. Like,
okay. Now, I ain't saying this shit's gonna happen.
no. Oh,
I would
God.
prefer that it did not.
That's
Right?
also my preference.
I feel like I know where this is going.
Yeah. So I don't know quite yet because it was kind of weird. I mean, it's not weird for Disney because we all know how they feel about everybody else. They ain't, Yeah, but like they submitted her for nominations, man. So that's a bit peculiar for someone that they fired. If you know what I mean.
This is your casual reminder that she genuinely compared having unpopular political opinions to the Holocaust.
Yeah, and you're nominating her for Academy Awards. I mean,
and the Academy Award for racial on social media is Cara Dune.
Now,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm not saying what she did was forgivable in any way.
No.
But are they putting up her for an Academy Award? Or are they putting up The Mandalorian for an Academy Award?
Gina Carano.
Oh yeah, Disney can eat a big bag of dicks. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so the myth, the bitch, and the legend. Jesus Christ! All right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So
Dune
and I don't.
already.
and like no one really knows why they submitted her. No one gets it, and all these co-stars are speaking up now. It's just kind of it's just kind of weird at a time like this. And again, like James Gunn being rehired, Disney can make shit happen. And so I ain't saying it's happening, but I mean, just, if it does happen, don't be surprised.
At least with James Gunn, like his comments were pulled from several years ago, way before his project.
Yeah.
He it did, his jokes were in bad taste, 100%. Did he deserve what he got? Not in my opinion.
Right.
Because, as soon as you get famous, everybody goes digging through your stuff. And the fact that they found an edgy joke that now isn't proper anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was it somebody's job to go through their Twitter account and be like, hey, you've got to delete these things? Probably.
Should have been.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not. That person would make buckets of money in Hollywood right now.
Yeah, man. You might get the revenge of Cara Dune. I don't know. Just wait it out.
I'd really rather we didn't.
Yeah, me neither. But
what if she just comes back and then they just kill her?
What?
No, I mean, there's other people you could have submitted, in this,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I don't know why. You have a Disney alumnus in your camp right now, Ming-Na Wen, who's been there from day one. She's been on several of your projects. She was literally the voice of Mulan. She was in Ages of. She's everywhere in every project in Disney, and you guys would rather submit Gina Carano over. Whatever, bro.
Yeah, I really would prefer literally anybody else.
Yeah, man. Weird flex, but whatever.
The funny thing is too, it's Star Wars. We obviously know this. They could easily replace the actress, do some be like, hey, she did some some weird technological space swap thing, or whatever surgery. Switch it out, and that's the explanation of the series. If they did it,
Beastie. Now what you're saying makes sense, okay?
Right?
Because, in expanded universe stuff, that kind of shit would happen on a regular.
But
because Kathleen Kennedy and told Disney that that Star Wars has no comics and there's no lore. I mean, they have no idea what to do. I guess, right? I mean, I don't know.
Because Kathleen Kennedy doesn't know what she's doing with her hands.
Let's remind ourselves that fucking like the current extended universe steals from the old Legends lore all the fucking time, and it just no longer credits it as the source of where that shit comes from.
Yeah,
like
that's the
come on,
saddest part.
guys.
They say it doesn't exist. Exactly. It's so dumb. But
Dude, let's not get into a Legends debate. I could go for forever.
Ever. You know, listen, real ones don't call it Legends. Real ones call it expanded universe, and we'll get to that another day. Anyways, in other Disney news, they have decided to move all their Marvel MCU projects to Wednesdays instead of Fridays now, and that's a permanent stay because they have other things that are coming out on Fridays, including MCU movies that they don't want to have to coincide with their own shows, like Black Widow, for instance, and Shang-Chi and the rest of the gang.
That makes more sense now. Okay.
Yeah. So because Star Wars now has the slate for Fridays, Bad Batch, and anything else coming out forward, Ahsoka, Kenobi, and all that stuff, right? That's going to be all Fridays. Mandalorian will be back on Friday. So Fridays will be a Star Wars day, Wednesdays will be MCU days, and that way you have something spread out through the week. That way you're not bored in the middle of the week. You have some.
Holy shit, this balancing the fucking universe. Boom.
Now,
as all things should be.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was the genesis of bringing it to Wednesdays?
So 2 parts. Because Loki was supposed to come out on a Friday, and they decided to move it up early because Bad Batch. So, because ratings seem to be coming in on a Wednesday anyways, hey, we'll just keep it there on a Wednesday.
Do you know what the funny thing is? I think that could have also, let alone it being just Loki, but
I think it's just Loki, but that's just me.
That's what I was thinking, because I was thinking, let alone it being like the Wednesdays and like the highest obviously premiere ratings, as they did again with, you know, like Falcon Winter Soldier and WandaVision. It's literally, as just what I said, like I think it's just Loki because it's the character that most of the fandom goes for. So they're like, oh my god, yes.
But that has no influence on what day they choose to put it on to air. You understand what I'm saying? Just
no, I know, but
that's
so
for sure. But like,
right. So because I'm saying, because Star Wars has their shit on a Friday on a regular for the next few weeks, for that matter, because Bad Batch is on a regular, right?
Yeah.
So instead of having 2 of your franchises premiere on the same fucking day, you spread that out. And because they decided to move MCU stuff to Wednesdays instead, and because MCU's been pulling in, because between the two franchises, one's not getting that much slack when it comes down to from audiences. One's not, a fan base is not so toxic, and so they're leaving a show on a Friday instead of moving it on a Wednesday. You know, putting that project under duress. They take an actual project that people are going to actually watch and just put it on a Wednesday. And because again, ratings are ratings, and it's going to happen anyways because MCU's popular. Just keep shit on Wednesdays.
Yeah, fair.
100%.
I was just thinking, I wasn't sure if it was also too, just like they were kind of testing it too with Loki and see how that do, but
if they moved any other, if they could have said WandaVision's coming on a Wednesday and we'd watch it anyways.
Touche.
Yeah.
Right? It would have made no difference. We'd have watched it anyways. So if they did with Bucky and Sam, we'd have watched it anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
Regardless.
With Wing Boy and Metal Arm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So regardless of that, Wednesdays is the day
Wing
now.
Boy.
Period.
Wing Boy.
Yep. You heard it first.
Yeah. Okay.
Wing Boy and Metal Arm. Red 2021.
You heard me.
Oh, and by the way, a little something for you guys. The What If animated series.
Yep.
Is slightly canon.
Oh shit.
Oh.
What did they decide this?
Elaborate.
Because of all the multiverse stuff that's happening right now, these are all the what if stories are all the multiverse stuff that what ifs.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh fuck. Okay. Now they're just like, hey, so by the way.
Listen, I would not be surprised if by the time season 1 of What If is done, we get the announcement that season 2 is going to be a thing.
Oh,
it's going to be several years out. But
yeah,
it'll come. Be like, we can do more stories in this universe and not have to tie it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And my last bit of news here
yes,
is jump to the other side of the pond, down on DC side.
Mm-hmm.
James Gunn did a little news out today about Suicide Squad, the soft reboot sequel, if you want to call it that. It's going to have a runtime of 2 hours and 12 minutes. Just letting you guys know.
That's pretty decent.
Neat.
And
Yeah,
in that 2
it's not bad.
in that 2 hours and 12 minutes, you're getting a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene that he says you have to stay and see because they're super important.
Look, man, you could just also tell people to respect the people who worked really hard on it and watch the credits for their sake, but sure. Bait them.
That's right. But I don't know what they have going forward, but James is being hush hush other than you have to watch the shit because the credits are, the end credit sequence and stuff is very important and you're going to want to see it.
Hey, it's James Gunn. I trust him.
And that's all he's saying to that.
Yeah.
Dope. My favorite characters on screen, it's the Thinker. I just think he's just going to be buck fucking wild.
The amount of people that we're not gonna not gonna return for a sequel in this movie is gonna be outstanding. Just letting you know.
I understand.
I mean, it's Suicide Squad. Yeah, they better fucking die. That's the point.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get it like maybe a mainstay of 3 by the end of the whole thing.
Shit.
Look, I think John Cena's Peacemaker is a very, very funny concept, but he's gotta die, right?
He's got a TV show, so he's sticking around.
Fuck.
He's getting a pre-show before the actual movie, right?
No, this
no,
show
it'll take place after.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So
at least
that's sticking around.
At least that one character survives the whole fucking thing.
Good for you, Mr. John Cena, you absolute fucking madman.
Chances are Idris Elba will not make it through this movie.
They gotta do it like that, damn.
That's gonna be so fucking funny.
Just let you know.
Because just a couple years ago, the man died in the MCU, and so now he'll die in the DCU too.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's so good.
And that's me this week, y'all.
Shit.
All right, before we jump to some more news,
Mm-hmm.
let's run ourselves an ad. And if you don't want to see the ad, you can be like our favorite friend around here, Hocula's, and subscribe at tier 1. With that in mind, we'll see you back in 60 seconds.
Truly a real G.
This is just a reminder that even though like the Twitch audience can't hear us for 60 seconds, YouTube can.
Got it.
We don't say completely insane things during this period, generally speaking.
Just reminding you.
No, we don't.
But he's just like, hey, just in case, don't be stupid.
So some what ifs. You already know about Peggy becoming Captain America and T'Challa becoming Star-Lord.
That's
Killmonger working with Tony Stark.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some crazy what if shit's going on out there, man.
I'll have you know the Killmonger working with Tony Stark makes way too much sense. This is a Tony Stark hate account.
Right?
Oh my god.
Oh, Tony Stark as Thor for some reason. He's gonna be in Sakaar.
That sounds unlikely, but okay.
Right? It's just weird.
But it's a what if.
Five,
It's what if.
4,
That's it.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Beastie, what you got, man?
Give it to me on the screen. Boom. I got Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which you're probably like, hey, Beastie, what the fuck is this? Well, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's basically like a spin-off game from the original series, Borderlands. They did already actually a small concept of this in a DLC in Borderlands 2, where it's like it wasn't fully like all magic, but they had a kind of like a same kind of concept of like they were doing like a campaign-wise kind of mission in the game. But now we have like a fully its own game as for a D&D kind of concept. So we don't got too much, but we have been shown dragons, some bits of magic, and different images of landscape areas. So Tiny Tina is gonna be the dungeon master, from what I'm understanding. If that's the right wording. Yeah.
You know what? There's so much to be said about a dungeon master named Tiny Tina.
Look, Tiny Tina in general is a wild card throughout the whole series. So her being dungeon master is actually kind of funny still.
In fact, if I came across a dungeon master and the name was Tiny Tina, I'd be stricken with fear.
It's true. Tiny Tina is clearly full of evil.
Yeah. only someone devious would, and really just scary would be call themselves Tiny Tina.
As
And
Square
the Dungeon
Enix was
Master.
saying all of E3, chaos.
Yeah, dude, that's scary. Yeah, I'm officially scared. Go on.
What if I told you she is like a ball of chaos?
Yeah, I believe.
I tell ya, I seen it.
I seen it. Yes.
But yeah, so just a little bit of like news from E3. They had mentioned this game, and so as a Borderlands fan, I love it. If you're not a Borderlands fan or know nothing about Borderlands, you can still play this game. It's going to be more or less D&D kind of focused, so then people can, get into the game series. And then there will be obviously references to the previous games or previous characters, but non-fans and fans can both enjoy this new spin-off that is coming out, which I believe was going to be, I think early next year.
Okay.
Yeah, early of 2022. So, yeah. Can expect this game. I'm gonna be
Stuffed
hyped.
bunny badonkadonk missiles. Enough
Say
said.
less.
Okay.
But Donkadonk is a very common phrase by Tiny Tina, and especially her voice too. It's just the funniest thing.
What in
Right
the
on.
fucking world?
Okay.
She's a ball of chaos and fun.
A ball of badonkadonk chaos. I get it. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
But that moves us to the next piece of news. Da-da-da. Which is JuJutsu Kaisen Zero, the prequel manga, is getting an adaptation.
Okay.
Movie film adaptation anyways. Which,
Okay.
yeah, if you don't know what JuJutsu Kaisen is, go watch it or read it. Like,
Fuck
it's that
that.
good
Go
shit.
watch our episode where we talked all about it.
Wait. Yeah.
An entire
I was gonna say,
episode on
didn't
why
you-
it's
didn't you
cool.
do an episode about it?
Yeah, if you don't know about it, you can go watch that episode on our channel right now, where I discuss what JuJutsu Kaisen is and a bit of the intro characters or of season 1, and then afterwards, pick up a manga, pick up the
And the rest of
series.
us learned about a new tutor that we want.
Oh boy,
Oh yeah. Oh
Gross.
yeah. Back off. He's my tutor. Mine.
Listen, I need help speaking English, apparently. She's gonna help me.
oh my.
I'm gonna
Back
learn how
off,
to
get
spell
your
my
own
name
tutor.
with my tongue.
No.
Oh!
Back off. Get your own tutor.
No. All
Jesus.
right. Yikes.
But yeah, so this manga or this adaptation is going to be basically portraying the original prequel of the series. And I'm reading it, but I forgot the main character's name that we're going to be seeing in it. I can't even pull it up now.
Yeah, that's it.
Nope, that's disrespect. You do not disrespect anime like that.
10-4.
But nonetheless, yeah, the main character on the right hand side with the sword, he'll basically be one of the sorcerers, jujutsu sorcerers that will be focusing on. And then you'll see first year characters Maki, Panda, and I can't remember Toge, who's on the far left, in like introductory as they're going to school. So you'll meet those guys, and you'll see Gojo as well, Gojo Sensei, who's wearing the blindfold, pretty blue eyes, or pretty boy as some people call him.
That's the pretty boy.
Exactly. So you'll see different
Me.
characters
I call him
and some
pretty
villains
boy.
too.
Me.
Everybody calls him pretty boy. But yeah, so that'll be coming out December 24th for the movie release, and most likely in Japan. Don't know what they're gonna say about Western reviewers, so just kind of watch for that. But
The
yeah,
internet is vast. It'll land its way to the West somehow.
yeah, it'll do something.
All right.
That'll
Some more
happen.
jujutsu karate action. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want more intro of
Stop
it, you
that.
can easily read the manga or wait for the movie. But yeah. And then I have one last bit of news,
You sure do.
which is sorry, getting notes. More John Wick.
More Karate Man.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
More pencil in your eye. Tell me more about pencil in the eye, man.
How many dogs we losing this time?
Oh my god.
Three men with a pencil.
But yes, so if you've seen Wolverine movies, if you've seen Rush Hour 3, if you've seen the recent exclusive of Mortal Kombat movie that we just got with aka Make Your Own Character Cole.
Dude, I love
What's
Cole.
wrong- what's
He's
wrong with
my
that movie?
favorite
Did you-
Mortal. I love him
Yeah.
so much.
Mortal
I'm gonna
Kombat's
buy
new
all
Greatest
the
OC.
legacy OC of all time.
Y'all are talking at the same
Greatest
time.
legacy OC of all time. All
man.
time, man. What do you mean? Everybody else's OC sucks because they never got a movie about them. Period.
besides
Listen, I'm gonna
Dagon.
buy all the Cole merch. He's my favorite.
I hate that you would do that. I hate that.
He's
I can
my
even-
favorite.
The,
Who's
the
a
fact that
scorpion?
the fact that Red just said Cole Young merch.
Jesus. But yes, if you've seen any of those movies or any of the things with Hiroyuki Sanada,
Good
he has been now casted in John Wick 4. So
Excellent.
yes, this man has been in all those movies, and also as in Westworld, if you've seen Westworld. But nonetheless, he'll be joining Keanu Reeves, Deanna Yen, Rina Sawayama, and Shamir Anderson, like I mentioned from last week's bit of news. But a bit more information, small tidbits of they're going to start the project actually this summer, shooting on location in France, Germany, and Japan.
I've seen him in so many movies. He's a certified badass, man.
Oh, 100%. Funny thing is, I didn't even realize he was in Rush Hour 3. And like, because I was looking up and I was looking up the name, and I was like, okay, like, yeah, he's in this movie, all that stuff. And then I saw like images of him as like in him in Rush Hour 3, and I was like,
yeah,
he's the brother? And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, now this is gonna make it even more exciting. So,
but I like this. All right, I dig it. I dig it all, man. I dig it all.
Yeah. But yeah, so we have that to be excited for. Obviously, more John Wick news will have to come out later, but we'll wait for that. But that's it for my news, nonetheless.
Right on.
Sweet. Which I suppose takes us to my news. Red.
It's there.
Okay, so obviously Bethesda's got a lot going on these days. They had a big part in the Xbox presentation for, our weird digital E3 this year. However, there is something that they are working on that was not part of their E3 presentation. See, there we got to hear about Starfield, some sci-fi bullshit. We got to hear about, like, Redfall, which is first-person shooter, ? But this is a fucking Indiana Jones game? Like, it's being executive produced by Todd Howard, of all fucking people.
Oh, boy.
I know, right? Look,
listen,
it's not that I think he doesn't have rights. It's just that he really has been trying to sell people the same game for the last decade, over and over again.
Okay. Just on a hot second about Todd Howard. Not only did he lie to everybody's faces from Fallout 76, which is still trash, fuck you.
Yeah.
Not only has he been trying to sell you the same game 18 times over the last decade, including on your Alexa home, which is the very special edition for those keeping track.
Oh, God.
Fucking absurd.
Okay. Wow.
But he is going to sell you
Yeah.
very soon the 10th anniversary edition of Skyrim, which I have no idea what that could possibly entail because the DLC has been done for a decade.
Yeah.
Is it enhanced graphics? But again, I don't know.
Who knows? Fallout New Vegas is the best Fallout game. I will fight anyone about that. But on the Indiana Jones shit, we know basically nothing. Let's be clear. We got a short cinematic trailer, which we don't even have a title. Some people think that there are, like, clues hidden in the trailer for what the plot of this game is going to be. I don't think the creators are that clever, but you never know.
Shit.
It's Bethesda. Wow. Solid maybe.
Realistically, they're probably looking to capitalize on the increased buzz towards Indiana Jones and associated properties with the upcoming movie. That's also not really got a release date last time I checked.
Correct.
No, it doesn't have one, but he belongs in a museum.
By the way, we were talking about her earlier. Kathleen Kennedy is also on top of the Indiana Jones franchise, like flies to shit.
It's her last project, by the way.
Good. Good.
I'm really sad she's got to take Indy with her, but
Just one for the team.
Holy shit!
But
Someone
like, it actually couldn't be worse than Crystal Skull. It actually couldn't.
It's true.
Wait. Kathleen said, "Hold my beer."
I mean, there's also news that some stunt guy got injured not seriously, but a little bit, while wearing a Harrison Ford mask. So apparently there will be stunts for that fucking dinosaur. Good lord. He's just not doing any of his own, which is for the best.
Yeah, have you seen him walk? He can barely do that now.
He
Oh,
hobbles.
fuck. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I guess we're getting another we're getting another Indiana Jones movie because someone asked for this.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
The
listen.
game.
If you're gonna do another Indiana Jones, what you do is you just retcon over Crystal Skull. That's it. That's all I want.
This game is apparently going to be set.
Property, so it's been bought.
Yeah, I mean, Lucasfilm, I wouldn't trust them, like, with a bouncy ball, but whatever.
Not anymore.
This game is going to be set during the height of Indy's career, so it'll be young digital Harrison Ford fucking around. A spry lad, if you will.
Oh, okay. At least we get. Oh, with both hips working.
Wait,
okay.
wait. Hang on. I'm not sure if you're aware, and we'll move on to some more news very quickly here. But there was an entire like small franchise of young Indiana Jones.
Shh.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
All I'm saying is that it existed. That's all I'm saying.
Don't. You know what? Because it was good. It was a good idea back in the day, and it still stands as a good idea. But it's for some reason it's something that just no one ever resurrects. Man, you can't even find that on a fucking platform to watch.
I didn't even know it existed. But all right.
It's on VHS and in bookstores. Check your local Goodwill.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Real quick before we jump to some more news, we got to thank some followers.
We do.
So last Monday's stream, we rated Starlight Sydney, and she decided to pass us a follow. So thank you very much. The other person we want to thank is Metalcore Nerds. Thanks for becoming a Crusader, and we hope you're in the chat.
Thanks for joining the Crusade.
Happy to have you. Which I believe that takes us to my last piece of news for the day. Fucking Space Jam. So,
Space Jam. Yep. Nice.
Obviously, we're all gonna watch Space Jam. We actually are legally required to. However,
I don't believe you, but sure.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but
no, she's right. No, she's right. The contract's pending in the mail right as we speak.
Shit. Oh man.
As the July 16th release date approaches, we are starting to get some more teasers, including a preview that is streaming as a result of the Animation Film Festival. An Animation Film Festival, not the, there's a lot of them. And I don't know what to tell you. It's fucking bizarre. So, in this movie, Bugs Bunny and LeBron James are going on basically an interdimensional journey through various properties owned by Warner Brothers. This includes things like Game of Thrones, The Matrix, Casablanca. We see Foghorn the Leghorn riding a dragon and shouting "Winter is coming." Speedy Gonzales and Granny are living in the Matrix, which is convenient for Speedy because, you know, zoom, 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 bitch. And then Yosemite Sam has taken over the role of the original piano-playing Sam in Casablanca, presumably because he shot him out back.
Wait, hold on. Is this Ready Player One? What's going on?
So,
no.
I'm not sure. I'm sure Table is, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do y'all know the name of the villain in this movie?
I did research it when I was bringing up the news, but I forgot it already. All I know is that Don Cheadle is the one.
So
that's
Don
the villain.
Cheadle plays a character known as Algorithm.
Yeah, Al E, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So something like that. It was like some wild conception of the name.
I remember this conversation now. Yes. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
They're traveling through what is referred to as the serververse.
This is what the new trailer gives us? Oh my lord.
If it helps, Pepe Le Pew was supposed to be in it, but he has been cut from the film, so you don't have to look at that fucking guy.
He's been canceled. Yes, we know. We know.
No more.
I can't wait. So wait, I thought okay. So I thought at most like maybe LeBron and Bugs would have to play like maybe 2-on-2 basketball, right? Maybe or something like
No.
that. But now they're hopping through different dimensions. Are they playing basketball in these other dimensions?
So
I
they
don't
are
know.
Table. I'm sure you have that answer.
If Table doesn't, I have it somewhat.
It's not that they're not playing basketball, but like I don't think that's going to be enough of a focus in this film.
So wait, hold on. So my question now
They're
is
getting a team together
title-
through the multiverse.
No. Because now I want to know the title Space Jam now no longer applies to just Space Jam. Now it's like is it because we ran out of space and it's all jammed now? This is why we're going through different servers. Like what?
It's
Oh my God.
it's a new legacy. That's that.
They're going through multiple spaces so they can do multiple jams. It's great. It's fine.
And after which they will come on and slam.
And welcome to the.
Damn.
Anyways.
Okay. You know what? I want the Monstars back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the Monstars when you need them?
All right. Okay, cool. I mean, we're not getting the Monstars, but like we're gonna see Foghorn Leghorn take the North.
Yeah.
Which why would fuck no, I'm not even going into any of my stupid Game of Thrones opinions. Those can exist in a far, far distant corner. We should move on before it's too late.
Now that you said it, I want Foghorn Leghorn versus the Night King.
Fuck. Stop it. But I would prefer not to see that.
Oh man.
So with news out of the way, and Shino rightfully disturbed.
I think we're all a little disturbed.
Yeah, you're right. Let me amend that. With all of us rightfully disturbed, that brings us to the last segment of our show, our comic review. Now,
Is it
usually
gonna be a jam?
Now, usually on
You
Twitter.
stop this.
Sorry.
No, there's no tasteful joke I can make there. Moving on. So usually on Twitter, we ask you guys what comic you want to read. However, there's 1 week per month we don't ask that. Because it has been predetermined, written in the stars, one might say, written in space, one might say.
In giant scrolling text that a ship's gonna crash into, yeah.
That says Clone Saga.
Oh, it's back, baby. It's not. At least it's not Adam X. Let's go. What's happening?
I'm glad you're excited. I really am.
Yeah.
So
You're saying that because you're about to be robbed of my excitement in the next 5 minutes, aren't I? Go on.
no, this is still actually pretty good.
And it's gonna take 10, but okay.
Yeah.
All
What
right.
we're looking at is issue number 27 of Miles Morales Spider-Man. And it's the third issue in this Clone Saga. For those who are unfamiliar, quick rundown. There are multiple clones. They're all kind of fucky. One of them looks mostly normal. The other two do not in any way, shape, or form. Miles accidentally destroyed a lab full of equipment. Well, no, he deliberately destroyed a lab full of equipment because he thought they were going to be making more clones, but it turns out that they were trying to make some sort of cure for themselves, presumably because they're going to fucking melt, which is the classic clone fate. And now they want to make him suffer and then die. Peter Parker was involved earlier. He has not been seen for the past few panels and does not show up in this book. Spoilers.
It ain't his book anyway, so let's go.
Exactly. He gets a supporting role at best, and Miles has this. And by has this, I mean he's being dangled upside down in webs, while Salim, his mostly normal-looking clone, talks shit.
Oh my god.
Weirdly, he keeps using the word warrior over and over, as if Miles isn't a literal teenager, but whatever. He really talks about how he's kind of impressed that Miles had the ruthlessness to destroy their sciencey lab that was going to save them. He's like, I didn't think you had it in you. And Miles is like, I literally do not know what the fuck you were talking about right now. Let me down. And they go, wait, maybe he doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about? And then we get some clone backstory, where basically, while they are clones, they are all, like, modified clones. And they're not the first, because tons of them have existed and then fucking melted. And they had thought they had found a way to avoid immediate death, but alas, Miles smashed it in a fit of anger. Miles is, of course, kind of upset to learn that he's basically sentenced them to death, but this is immediately fixed by going, wait, what about that scientist you kidnapped? And Salim is like, haha, yeah, that guy's dead, but it's your hand that did it, so get fucked.
What the?
Yeah, in fact, I tossed him in a river, and your fingerprints are all over him.
Like,
Shit.
you're the. This is so stupid.
You're like, I was about to start pitying you, Salim, and then you had to be a bitch about it, so I guess...
Yeah. Like, you went for the heartstrings and then turned around and flipped me the double bird, like...
Rude.
Oh, yeah.
But credit where it's due, Miles really goes, look, I know science and I know scientists. If you let me down, we might be able to figure something out so you don't die. And then the psychic spidery one goes, "Eee!" Like, I would have made the full pterodactyl screech that his purple circles are in my brain, but I didn't want to subject any of you guys to that, so just imagine the pterodactyl noise. Yeah, exactly. And the shift, the goopy one, is like, glurp. And Salim, for whatever reason, can translate this. I guess he speaks goo.
He speaks glurp, in fact.
He speaks
He's like, no, do not have pity for this guy. He fucking sucks and he would hand us over to the cops. Do you want to die in a cell?
Wait, that's what he said?
Yeah, pretty much. And Miles is like, if you're gonna torture me, can we just get on with it? You're still a fucking scrub and I can deal with worse than you.
Oh, shit.
And this is when we get even more backstory where they talk about the assessor. You know, like a fucking test proctor from hell, I guess.
Sure.
Basically, this is the guy who cloned Miles earlier, and Miles thought he destroyed all the clones, but haha, JK. And Salim mentions that while he is using male pronouns, the algorithm is no man. The assessor is no man. It is an evil algorithm. Exploitation itself given life, which is metal.
Algorithm!
I don't know about...
Oh.
It all comes back.
We
This is a
here
circle
too
show is
now.
what it is.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
God. Like, I
Alright.
don't know if that's literal. I don't know enough about the assessor to be certain. But if it is true, great. If it's not true, Salim is just the most overdramatic bastard we have ever met. Which is
he's
impressive
definitely-
given this is a Marvel universe.
Oh, he's definitely overdramatic. I mean, look at him.
It's true.
Yeah.
But he
We
has
get
the
some
same
really
fade.
pretty Yeah, he does. He has a great haircut.
Yeah,
I
sick
wonder
fade, bro.
whether-
Who does your fade?
The spidery guy gave that to him or what. Like, it couldn't have burp. He's got goo for hands.
Who did your fade?
We
Blur.
see-
Shit, what?
My boy?
And as we see on the next page, he wasn't born with that because we get a very pretty purple flashback. Like, the colors for this, gorgeous. Love to see it.
Right?
Soft, purple, a little bit evil.
Very evil, in fact.
Hell, hold on, that
Yeah.
sentence. Soft, purple, a little bit of evil. Mm.
That's Tiny Tina, in fact.
Barney the dinosaur. All right.
And he talks about how, like, he, as a small itty-bitty lad, was trained to stab people, whereas Spidery Boy was basically tortured to do psychic things, and Glurp would have been destroyed if he wasn't useful goo versus the normal non-useful goo.
Wait, hold on. What's non-useful goo? What
If
the
I
fuck
had
is
to take
that?
if I had to take a guess, it's a clone that didn't quite make it.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
Wait. But why would you call it non-useful goo if it's not got any use in the first place?
It doesn't got use anymore. Once he's goo, he's not useful. But this guy
Well,
didn't
once-
steal goo.
Once he's
that's all.
complete goo, like
Yeah, this guy-
unuseless goo.
He's unstable, but they were able to find ways to weaponize that instability where most unstable clones just fucking died.
Glurp 1 is an effective weapon. What about Glurp 2? He's just silly putty. Oh,
He's Play-Doh, my dude. Like,
yeah. Oh, I get it.
So
Floam, living floam.
leaving Miles strung up, Salim says there's still time to hurt those who hurt us, because now that Miles has destroyed the thing that will make him or make all three clones,
Let them live.
yeah, it's time for them to do some more fucky things.
May as well go out with a bang.
And this particular bang involves Miles's mom.
Yeah.
Who they are going to
Pause.
they are going to
sentence, man.
nope. Who they are going to kidnap, bring to where Miles is, and then kill her in front of him.
That's the play, apparently.
That's a bit extra, but okay.
Of course,
Salim.
we start to watch Miles snapping away at this webbing because apparently it's just kind of low quality webbing, bargain bin spider webs, if you will.
Kirkland brand wedding, in fact.
President's choice webbing.
Kirkland, yes.
Oh my god.
But they left Glurp. Look, I gotta be clear. His name is Shift, but he only says Glurp, so that's what we're calling him.
We're calling him Glurp. Just like Salim, if we weren't calling him Salim, we'd be calling him the other joke from this book, which we'd just be calling him Kilometers.
No.
Wow. No, I'm still calling him Shift. Don't disrespect a boy like that.
Anyway, so Glurp, right?
So sorry.
Glurp got left
They left him
with the...
to guard Miles.
Yeah.
But
Wait, sorry,
Miles is a
what?
real... Yeah?
Say it one more time. Say it one more time. I didn't catch that sentence. Sorry.
Glurp got left to guard Miles while he was hanging upside down.
Okay.
Unfortunately for everyone, Glurp is the most, empathetic of the clones. He really is... Miles goes, I bet you're pretty scared, huh? And he goes, rah, Glurp. He's like, I'm scared. I don't want to watch my mom die. Sorry about your lab. I didn't mean to doom you all. That really wasn't the play. And
Look, man, it's not my fault that you're Play-Doh, okay?
Stop.
it is pretty much...
And listen,
And-
I want to draw special attention to the art in this particular page while this dialogue is happening. Because the look in Glurp's face when Miles is trying to, get some sympathy and, be like, are you sure? This is this is what you want?
You want to support them killing my mom?
You want to be bad Play-Doh? You want to be good Play-Doh?
Stop.
So after calling him bad Play-Doh,
Mm-hmm.
Glurp just kind of...
Miles gets free.
Miles gets free and Glurp just kind of lets him go.
Yeah.
Right on.
And Miles leaves with the promise
I won't tell.
that he's...
I won't tell Ivan News about this.
Oh my god. But Miles promises he's going to do his best to find a way to save them as he's heading out. And, credit where it's due, for all that Glurp looks malformed and fucky, he still looks distinctly like Miles. So again, well done to the artist here.
100%. When they draw him, especially on the panel that's on screen currently, the second from the bottom, where just the excess mass is in his arms and legs. Perfect.
Mm.
Just absolutely stellar. Instead of the goopy mess that he was when he first made his appearance.
Yeah.
This is much better.
Yeah, no, it's the art here again, fantastic. The coloring, fantastic. Even the placement of the speech bubbles, crisp, beautiful. Love to see it.
Litterer's doing amazing work.
Fuck yeah, they are. And then we go to the Brooklyn University Hospital where Miles's mom works. It's already been broken into, and of course, people's immediate response to Miles showing up is "Not this fucker again." And Miles has to play the "No, I'm the real Spider-Man." They're like, "The other guy said that too, bitch," and he's like, "No, for real."
Oh man.
He's able to convince them
after
that
so many
he
clone
isn't...
sagas, I was about to say that after so many clone sagas, you think they'd be Houston's by now.
You'd
You
think,
really
right?
think? But alas, no.
The way Miles actually convinces them that he is when a elderly nurse trips and Miles actually catches him instead of hurting him.
Word.
It's like, oh, you
Or one for
are
the
the real Spider-Man. Okay, cool.
And he looks like everybody gets one, and then just drops him.
Nice.
Damn.
So then we catch up with the spideriest of the clone Spider-Men. Cornering Miles' mom.
He's not even really doing anything in particular. He's just being fucking spooky.
Seething.
Yeah. And Miles' mom, because remember, Miles' secret identity is out to his parents, like responsible young man, is like, this guy definitely here for me. That's not great. Everyone else shoo. And then she looks eye to eye. I say eye to eye. He has 6 eyes, so she's doing her best with this motherfucker. And goes, look, whatever you are, whatever this is, I am still going to protect my son, so fuck you.
And before she gets out her curse word, here comes our Spidey boy.
Right on.
Miles, so Psychic Spider Boy tries to fuck with him because brain powers, but alas, Miles points out that you can only use the same painful ability so many times before people start getting used to it, idiot. And then he fucking decks him. Mid-fight, Miles' mom smacks the shit out of him with an IV stand. Classic. Love to see it.
Right on.
And together they kind of beat him into the ground after Miles tries to do the it doesn't have to be like this, and Spider-Guy's just like, I'm going to fucking kill you! Less grammatically correct, though. Not so great with grammar.
Not forget you first.
Him not grammar good.
Yeah. And so they get him down, and Miles' mom's like, oh no, definitely totally not my son. Are you good, Spider-Man? And then they realize, hey, where'd the other guy go? The normal-looking fella. Kilometers Morales. Where is he? And then Miles' mom goes, wait a fucking second, I got psychicked. They definitely know your secret identity. Oh fuck, he knows where we live.
And so Miles goes to his
my
home.
No, my PlayStation.
Oh my god.
Listen, they're one step away from product placement, and I'm so glad you did that.
Oh my god.
So
we cut to Miles' house as Spider-Man climbs in the window, and he immediately goes, Dad, are you here? Are you okay? Where is Billy? Why aren't you answering your phone? And his dad's just like, I am hanging out with my daughter. I didn't answer my phone because I'm hanging out with my daughter. Are you in a crisis? Is something happening?
Hold on.
And Miles goes off. Yeah, what's up?
Daughter?
Yes,
sir. I have a little sister.
Miles has a sister.
Her name is
shit.
Billy.
Interesting news. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
And Spider-Man explains about what happened at the hospital, that they attacked his mom, and that they're probably coming looking for him here next. And he wants to make sure that Billy doesn't get caught in the crossfire. So he asks for his dad to hand her over. And he says, yeah, of course, hold on to her while I go get my panic bag and my weapon. And of course, it is not Miles. We're looking at Kilometers holding this little itty bitty baby who looks slightly concerned at the very evil expression on his face.
Oh boy.
And that's where the book ends.
Damn.
Dun dun dun.
Exactly.
Come
This
on, bro.
book was very much that's a Spider-Man book for me.
Yeah. It's
Right.
some of the other Clone Saga books that we have gone through were actually fucking fantastic. This was just fine.
Yeah. Like, no disrespect to any of it. It just, wasn't as big, punchy, big, whatever. It was just the next step.
Yeah.
Right.
It did its job.
Sometimes you gotta slow down the pace to get something. Yeah, to get to a bigger climax, right? Like sometimes you just
Yeah.
gotta slow it down.
Yeah.
a little bit.
And you know what? Not
I can
every
appreciate
issue
that.
can
I
be
appreciate
action packed like the other two, so I'm perfect. I'm
Yeah.
good. Solid.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean,
That's cool.
we got some serious emotional moments from Miles and Glurp. Like
Shift.
Mhm.
Miles is
No respect on this
Yeah.
name, goddamn.
okay. Miles and Shift, because Miles is a really, really good boy who genuinely cares about other people and doesn't want to be responsible for anyone's death. It was sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I got your sister now, Miles. What you gonna do? You can keep her. I'm kidding. Just hand her over before I kill you. Okay?
My
That's
God.
always the risk with a pissed off Spider-Man. Sometimes they'll just actually kill you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
With that in mind,
I'm-
last thoughts table.
I got you. I got your little sister. She really likes Paw Patrol. Now hand her over.
I'm looking forward to what comes up next. The emotional throwdown between Salim and Miles should be pretty good. And I think it'll be a decent conclusion to the story, unless they're gonna keep fucking going, but they really shouldn't go for much longer. This is 3 issues. They should really only give it 2 to 3 more, max.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat.
It's a miniseries. 6-issue miniseries is classic. Don't go farther than that. Don't push your luck.
Or it's a trade.
Chances are
you
he
know,
doesn't die.
only
They keep him
6.
around.
Be good.
He becomes a new Scarlet Spider. All right.
And Riley?
Rojo
Ben?
Spider. Freaking.
Oh my god.
No, Rojo Arachnid. That's what me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see.
It is here at the end of our show that sometimes one of our comic hosts will bring a little aside to the comic that we did and showcase yet another comic that came out this month. Or this week, sorry. The one that I'd like to bring is Adora and the Distance. And the reason I'm bringing it is because it's written by legendary Fat Man Beyond co-host Mark Bernardin.
Oh, hey, word. Okay.
Ew.
So this book is not only comes from a very grounded place from his daughter, who has a disability, which I'm forgetting, but the point is it's looking through the world with a person with that particular disabilities and how they would interact with the fantasy world.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's an original graphic novel, and it's Comixology exclusive.
Don't see that very often.
Right.
Right.
So it's
Okay,
all
okay.
ages, or sorry, it's young adults, sorry,
Right.
and it's 107 pages. So it was just too big of a story to feature on this show, but it still needed to be highlighted. This book has been in development for the last 10 or so years by Mark Bernardin, and it finally found a place in Comixology Originals. The reason I saw it is because Neil Gaiman himself wrote a couple fine words about it.
Damn.
And because I follow that creator religiously, one might say,
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
it came across my timeline. So, not only are we recommending Miles Morales Clone Saga, all 3 issues thus far, we're also recommending Adora and the Distance. Go check it out.
Right on.
Yeah,
With
I'll
that-
have to. Always looking to see good disability content.
Yeah. With that in mind, if you like what we do here, you can follow us on Twitter at Crusade Nerd. You can find us on Instagram at Nerd Crusade. You can find our sister show, the Nerd Crusade Podcast, wherever you find them. And you can catch us right here on twitch.tv/Nerd Crusade for our Monday Night Mixer, where we are still hunting Zygarde, the bane of our existence for the last handful of weeks.
Oh,
Join us every Monday until we catch this boy.
Monday better come around quick, man.
Before you know it,
Okay.
Monday will be here.
Yep.
What we usually like to do around these parts is we usually like to send our audience to somebody else so we can continue absorbing content here on the Purple Channel. Who we are sending you to tonight is actually a big fan of us and has appeared on our Monday Night Mixer before. we are sending you to the one, the only Hoculez, who is opening up Digimon trading card game booster packs and is giving them away to lucky followers.
Double nice.
Nice.
With that in
Word.
mind, we will see you later.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Thanks for dropping in.